People often ask about how this model applies across different settings, across many settings, and how it applies with little children or people with dementia or working with mandated clients or groups and individuals and so on. But the same fundamental principles apply, and that is that in a client-centred model, we see the client as having the capacity for their own healing and understanding. And if it's not part of their capacity, then it's not going to be useful. So by focusing on the client's capacity and the client's understanding, the client is more likely to get a positive outcome. But in this client-centred model, we can actually utilise these tools and these basic principles across all ages, stages, ranges of groups and individuals. So if we think about little children, still what we want to do is privilege the unconscious. We still want to be able to make the unconscious present the possibility. And often with children, this happens through storytelling, through playful engagement, through things like sand play. And the principle of trusting the process, allowing the different stories to emerge, having a goal, they all still apply. And it may be that it's a parent's goal or a teacher's goal, and it's important that you're transparent with a child and let them know what they're doing with you. But at the same time, staying true to those goals. Similarly, if you're working and look at right at the other end of the scale with people with dementia, there's a goal for them to be engaged in art therapy also. And often that is about actually having some sense of well-being in the moment. And so maybe what you're actually doing as an art therapist in the moment is a lot of incidental therapeutic work, but it's about the moment. Your goal is set and you're intentionally working towards that, bringing the tools to do so. So you may have somebody who's very anxious and uptight. You might exercise their sensory system by giving them loose, flowing materials. You may have someone else who are always over-emotional, perhaps feels out of control. You might give them something very structured to do. You might give them cut-out shapes that they actually create images with, or randomly stick on a piece of paper. So you're still looking at goals, and you're still looking at exercising the sensory system, which is part of that tapping into the unconscious, and working with, allowing the unconscious to create some insight and healing for people.